After the second half in Coral Gables here on Fox 4 Florida, Frank Fort and Bob Wentz are with you. Miami leads Ole Miss by 30 to start half number 2. Scott, Grant, Gamble, Johnson, and Adams for Miami, the original starters. What do you do when you're behind by 30 at half? Well, the first thing is play a little better defense and don't let Johnson get his ball so close to the basket. 14 points for Richmond, nearly a Mississippi turnover as they cross the timeline. Let's go with Williams, Warren, Gaskins, Henry, and Buckner, their original starting 5 as well. They have to call a timeout because of the great trap in the corner. Miami comes out alert, both ends. Mississippi still in a funk. A 32-point lead for Miami, and we're going to take a quick timeout as well. 59-27, game's up 32. Miami up big in the start of the second half. The ball is going to go inside Reggie Johnson. Now this is pretty standard. Fish it right there. Number 20, Nick Williams, is in position to double team, isn't it? But he does not. And 23, Gaskins should slide to the weak side. But instead, he boxes his own man out. And Reggie makes nice jump hook, but that should have been a double team in the post. When Johnson plays so good like that in the first half, you've got to do something to get the ball out of his hands. Ole Miss did not. Henry, nice spin move to left-handed finish. Terrence Henry. After dozen for Henry. You know, so do a nice move on the baseline in the first half. Same thing there, but far too little, right? I mean, Henry's the guy who has some skills. I just think emotionally, man, he came out so strong. Ole Miss does not recover. Now there's a better play, right? Same exact spot, triple team. Buckner with the block. Warren with the right the other end. No. Tapped out. Nick Williams in the paint. Fires up off the glass. Battle for the rebound. Taken by Ole Miss. Gaskins keeps Warren for the third jump. Henry with the tip. Still won't go. The Rebels are fighting hard on the offensive board to start this set, that's for sure. Gaskins, nice pump fake. Back to Warren. Gaskins squeezes into the corner. Henry. Back to Trevor. Gaskins for a long triple. Good rebound by Buckner for the layup. But Ole Miss is much more alive in this half than they were in the first. Clearly, that series of plays, they stayed after it and stayed after it and stayed after it. You got to admire that. Ready for the Hurricanes. Johnson screen. Now fires the foul line.
Looks like a different team in the blue. They're quicker. They're after it more. I think they were mentally shocked. How about that, huh?
Warren out of the corner and a quick timeout by Frank Haith. He doesn't like the lack of energy after that first possession any more than you did, Bob. It's
well, all the guys
34.
on this team are in college, see, so they know math. So they know they're up 30 at halftime, and the odds are that they're going to win the game. So Miami's challenge coming into the second half is to try to maintain their intensity. Andy Kennedy at halftime talked to his team about pride, I'm sure, and about just trying as hard as they can and being much, much more aggressive. Right here, action on the offensive glass. This is about the 5th board that they got in that possession. And then on the next possession, they get the wide open 3 from their star player. So a little bit more energy and gumption on the part of the Rebels to start the second half.
7-2 Ole Miss run to start half number 2. And as Bob alluded to, 5 offensive rebounds in just 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
And full court pressure. They should do this man-to-man, and they are. Because when you do zone trapping, it leaves things available if you pass the ball well. Here it's just straight man-to-man.
Adams off to Thomas. Durant Scott out of the corner. And a foul. Blocking foul on number 1. That's Terrence Henry, and that's his 3rd.
Well, that's not good news for Andy Kennedy because he's their best interior player and has shown some brilliance this year and shown some pep in the beginning of the second half. Got to leave him in.
Durant fires a 3 off the inbound. Adrian Thomas will reset the offense.
And run to the three-point line, shall we say, huh? Get the rebound and run out to the three-point line, Adrian.
Thomas penetrates, fades, fires, hits.
Only his second 2 of the year.
14 points for Adrian Thomas. 4 triples in that basket. Gaskins penetrates into the lane, had it stolen by Adams. Numbers for Miami. He's got Scott ahead of the pack, count it, and one. Hurricanes able to get out and run, and Durant Scott will attempt a three-point play.
Quick hands right there by Darius Adams, and notice the pass and the handle. That's why he is in the game. He is a virtual third guard at 6'6". That is a sweet pass by Adams. And shall we say Thomas has had his high for the year with 14 already, twice with 12.
Durant Scott completes a three-point play. He's got 17. The season high is 20.
Yeah, right at the beginning of the year, right? 20 twice the first couple of games.
There's Zach Graham. He penetrates and finishes. Graham with 9 points to lead all Ole Miss scores.
Well, this clearly is a gut check for the Rebels. Pride time for them. Guard your man, stick with him, stay between him and the basket, and then be aggressive when the ball goes inside to Reggie Johnson and trap him, double team him.
Adrian Thomas with his spot at the three-point arc. Reggie Johnson tried to keep it alive and knocked out of bounds by Adams. It'll belong to the Rebels.
Reggie did a good job right there avoiding fouling. He jumped straight up in the air instead of over the back. He was really blocked out well fundamentally on that play.
Canes by 28. Buckner back to Warren. He'll fire from 3. Gaskins with a rebound, but had it knocked away and taken away by Durant Scott. Oh, what a move on Warren!
New York City in Miami!
Oh, wow!
What a play! Boy, he knows where everybody is at all times, doesn't he?
And he gets his hands on that pass, but it is rescued in the backcourt by Chris Warren. I thought Warren had him lined up for a steal, and Durant just schooled him. Warren comes right back the other way. He now has 10. Miami up by 28. They led by 30 at the half. Malcolm Grant working against Warren. Now Scott.
Gaskins really working hard on Scott.
Malcolm Grant had it slapped away, loose in the backcourt. Adams able to save it for the Hurricanes.
Clock keeps running.
8 to shoot. Scott, corner for Thomas. Lock and load. 3 on target.
Does Scott know where everybody is at all times? Easily could have taken that shot. Knows his best shooter is far away in the opposite corner. Are you kidding me? What a terrific play.
5th triple of the night for Adrian Thomas. He has 17 as Graham hits a three-pointer back the other way. He has 12. His first three-pointer tonight.
Some guys just walked right past us. There's heavy-duty fatigue right now.
Grant, nice feed. Reggie can't finish. Loose ball goes to Thomas. Durant Scott on the penetration. He's fouled.
When you have fatigue in your legs and the lactic acid starts building up, you can't move your feet on defense, and that's what's happening to Ole Miss.
Reginald Buckner picks up the foul. His second. We'll have a timeout with 14:34 to go. Miami up 69-41 over Ole Miss.
Sanctions from the school, from the SEC. Bruce Pearl will not be able to coach the first half of the season in SEC games. Gators are on the rebound. They're playing pretty good. And then the freshman of the year in this conference, Terrence Jones, who is an absolute monster power forward at Kentucky. Now, the Bruce Pearl situation affects Mississippi in our game because they play Mississippi the 6th game of the SEC season. So when Ole Miss plays Tennessee at home, Bruce Pearl will not be coaching Tennessee.
Durant Scott hit both free throws. That's a season-high 21 for the sophomore. His career-high 29 came at North Carolina last March. Warren out of the corner for a 3. Offensive rebound for Nick Williams. Dondricus Nelson finds Warren. Now Graham pulls up at the foul line, way short. DJ Daquan Jones with the rebound for Miami. Hurricanes jumped out to an 18-4 lead in this one, and they have never looked back. Nice crossover. Malcolm Grant fires it short, however. Adrian Thomas with the save.
Long shot, long rebound. Miami only has one post player in the game, Gamble. The other 4 are perimeter players. Notice how spread the floor is with this. What they're trying to do is dribble penetrate with these guys or knock in threes. There's the dribble penetration. Nice D.
Brown had his shot partially blocked. This come the other way with Warren. Nick Williams for a triple. If it's 3, it's me, Nick Williams. All 6 of his points tonight on 3-pointers.
Shoots 58% coming into this game from 3-point range, so confident from there.
That's just a ridiculous number. 58% from outside the arc.
Well, it's not a full season.
Yeah.
Only 4 games, right?
That's right. Mississippi 3-1 coming into this one. Their only loss to Dayton.
And that was overtime.
Adrian Thomas out of the corner, won't go this time. And Short with a rebound. Graham in the corner. And a whistle and a foul called. That'll be on Julian Gamble, his 3rd. Reggie Johnson back off the Miami bench, and he'll get Gamble.
You know, Gamble's an interesting addition to this team. You know, he's one of those guys who doesn't score much. He made a couple of baskets in the first half, but as a post player and a big guy at 250, he's a good passer. And if he can take up space in the middle with Reggie Johnson at the same time, that gives them a formidable iron in the paint there.
Graham with the miss. Brown with the rebound. Durant Scott underneath. DeQuan Jones lays it in. Oh, man, what an assist.
Vision. The most things that a point guard needs, the most important thing is court vision, and this guy has it.
Well, Durant Scott having an all-around great game tonight. Nelson penetrates and draws a foul.
You know, I think point guards are born more than developed. I mean, you can develop some things as far as skills are concerned, but watch the vision he has here. Weaving his way through, gets the ball through several players, off the dribble, didn't have to come a one-handed pass. You know, and he just has a feel for the game and an understanding of where everyone is at all times.
That's Chris Warren loading up a 3 and drilling it from way out. 13 points for the senior, Chris Warren, out of Orlando Dr. Phillips High School.
Well, they're obviously playing a lot better, right? 10 baskets in the first half. They've already made 8 baskets in this half. So clearly Ole Miss fighting and trying to play better.
A tick under 12 minutes to go in the ball game. Timeout on the floor. Miami leads it over Ole Miss. Miami going with Durant Scott, Ryan Brown, Reggie Johnson, Donovan Kirk, and DeQuan Jones here as we get back to play. Ryan Brown penetrates, fires, won't go. Henry with the rebound for Ole Miss. Rebels have hit 4 out of 8 from outside the arc here in the second half to cut into a 30-point Miami lead at the break.
Well, that's one way to do it, but you're going to have some balance.
Gaskins fires from 3 and hits. 5th three-pointer of the half for the Rebs.
The reputation of Ole Miss last year and this year was that they are an outstanding three-point shooting team. They play small. They play with 3 guards, all who can knock in threes. But Miami's defense early made that a non-factor in the game.
DeQuan Jones driving to the hoop and draws a foul.
The Ole Miss foul to number 12, Chris Warren.
Chris Warren picks up the foul, his second. 4th team foul of the half on Ole Miss. And
Chris Warren is going with the Jacob Pullen look this year, you know, that little goatee that was so popular from the great guard at Kansas State. Remember last year, all of the fans would put those on when they were playing. Kansas State, of course, coached by Frank Martin, a Miami guy, and they will be coming next week to play Florida in Sunrise. So that's going to be an awesome day as well.
That's a doubleheader we'll have for you on Fox Sports Florida. DeQuan Jones missed both free throws. We'll have Miami, UCF, and Florida, Kansas State.
And I think you should grow your goatee a little longer, and you can be in the Jacob Pullen fan club as well.
I like that.
Yeah.
There's Gaskins, Trevor, spinning into the paint, stolen by Reggie Johnson.
Strong hands.
Durant Scott, great find, Donovan Kirk.